We have an update to the Chris Brown story. So in case you didn't hear, on New Year's Eve, Chris Brown was suspected of punching a woman in the face. Her name is Lizianne Gutierrez. And the only reason why we're naming her is because she's asking the media to name her. She wants people to know that she is accusing Chris Brown of punching her in the right eye. We actually have a picture that she has supplied TMZ. And her allegations are, on New Year's Eve, she attended this private party at a Las Vegas hotel. Chris Brown was there. He was performing at Dre's. They went to this hotel to celebrate. He had it as a very exclusive event. She said that when, according to her, when she showed up, that, the security asked for her to turn in her cell phone. She didn't turn in her cell phone. She got away with it, took a picture of Chris Brown, according to her, and that is what caused him to get angry and punch her in the face. She immediately went to the police. She filed a report. She didn't go to the hospital, but she said she went straight to the police and took care of it there. And she says that she has proof that this all happened along with that photo. Now, Chris Brown, the update to the story, Chris Brown has posted just yesterday, he posted on his Instagram account. Number one, he says, keeping my circle small, no longer taking care of grown-ass men. He also says, I'm going to be hella rich after all the lawsuits I file from these crazy individuals who keep lying on my name. Happy New Year. His people, they now have made a press release. His spokeswoman said that the claims from the women are, quote, unequivocally untrue, complete fabrication. That what happened, according to them, is that she was disruptive at the party. She had a meltdown at the party. She was escorted out, and that they have proof of all of this on the surveillance footage. So the police are investigating. That's all we know so far. What did you guys think when you heard this story?
How did she get into the party? How did she get into the party?
Left outside.
I know.
I'm here to let the cool people in and keep the geeks out.
Those poor stupid geeks.
She attends these parties quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And this isn't to say that in any means by me, reporting this, I'm not trying to vilify her, but she has a history of going to like these parties. She has a history of being a quote unquote groupie, is what she calls herself. So that's why she went to the party. She likes to surround herself with like the Chris Browns and the Jason Derulos and all of that. But
yeah,
I'm hoping
they're so fly.
I'm hoping if this is true, because I know that they're still investigating this. If this is true, I hope that the police can find the right amount of evidence to.
So yeah, that's a weird way to put it. Just because that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
And I thought it through, and I'm like, that's a weird place for me to be in mentally.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: Chris Brown hit Rihanna. So whenever someone says that Chris Brown hit someone, I know he did it before. So that's instantly where my brain goes.
Right.
And now I also have this thing where if he does it again, he should go to prison. Because that's terrible. You should stop. You've been through a lot of negative fallout from it. Granted, he was okay with Rihanna. Now they're buds or whatever. I don't know. That said, I think that also Lizianne Gutierrez wants us to know her name. So that's where my mind also goes. And then my final conclusion is like, all right, let's take it to the police. The police will sort it out. And in the meantime, I don't really care about either of these people.
Yeah, I'm trying not to have a judgment here. I really am trying not to have a judgment.
Kind of important, and I feel weird, like you were saying, Brad, about saying this, but we kind of have to stay neutral until the police do a full investigation and look at all the evidence, because I don't want to immediately just be like, Chris Brown, like he did it, we know he did it,
Right.
Look at him, he looks mean, and he did it to Rihanna, and that's bad for people to do. But at the same time, doubting Lizianne just because she wants to get her story out there.
I don't want to doubt her
also
either.
bad.
Yeah, we can't vilify her, and we can't vilify
And something
him.
terrible is, let's look at what we have. I mean, there's going to be a bunch of people saying nothing happened, a bunch of people saying something happened, she's got a mark on her eye.
She does
Well,
have a mark.
something happened.
Something happened.
I
Was
think
it
we can
from her being
establish that,
escorted out? Was it from her being punched in the face? We don't know.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility that Chris Brown did punch her in the face and that Chris Brown will get away with it.
Well, and then
if
there's
that's
also-
the case, which
yeah.
it might not be, that's terrible.
That is terrible. If that's the case, that's really terrible.
There's also the whole theft over her phone. Like they're charging Chris Brown with with theft as well, because apparently the woman was taking a picture of him, and then he rushed over, punched her in the face allegedly, and then took her phone and stole it. So I mean, I have a lot of questions around it. I don't know. It's inconclusive. But what I did want to end this with is that are we as a society becoming more aware of domestic violence because of social media? Because there are instances of celebrities committing egregious acts of domestic violence against their partners in the past.
Interesting. But you're right, though. You're right that in the past, some of these big celebrities, it kind of got swept under the rug.
Went unnoticed.
There wasn't the access that we have today.
And now there's the big court of public opinion, right?
And that's what I think we need to be careful of.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to accuse Chris Brown, but we also don't want Lizanne to not feel supported. If she went through something happened, we need to support her.
Yes.
But I don't know that support is best served by just immediately making Chris Brown the villain and saying he did it without looking at the whole
Especially
picture.
if he did undergo all that treatment, all the anger management, and he did come out a better person. I'm not saying that's what happened.
He did fight with Drake and stuff in a club after that, though, so it's not like he's completely solved. The only thing that's unequivocally true, completely true, empirically true, is that Zeros is a jam.
Yeah. Also, he's a
I
hell
think
of a
we can
dancer.
agree.
He's a great dancer.
He's a great dancer.
Hell of a dancer.
But if he did do it, I hope justice is served.
He once stomped the yard, and I'll never forget it.
Okay. You guys, please keep the conversation going, and also check us out on Watchable.com. We'll see you guys next time.